back! All flash!
No substance.
So today's top 5 is the top 5 movie ensembles voted by you guys from Twitter. Threw a poll out there. Had Robert Downey Jr. Top 5. Had a best ensemble. Had music scores for comic book movies.
Basically what he's saying is that we have better top 5s planned, and this is what you guys picked?
So you pick this one. You're getting this one.
And you only have yourself to blame for this.
And you know what? It was really hard. You're looking at the list, or you start thinking back of all these movies because you've got some pretty damn good cast and like a lot of movies in all different genres.
Yeah, and since we didn't limit the genres, that's what made this hard. It made it so hard. But I like to think that we did come to a consensus on what we're gonna consider ensemble. 3 at least big names, and I want to say that they're at least a big name that's relevant. In some way or fashion, or some form of fashion, relevant today.
Okay.
Not like, hey, he had his 5 minutes of fame back in 1985, and then now like nobody knows who the hell he is. Bachelor Party better not be on your list. But if you say their name line and say, oh yeah, he had a couple of hit movies, and that we still remember, oh my God, Bachelor Party's on his list. So anyway. That's the stipulation. If he breaks the stipulation, put it in the comments below.
And this is, like I said, this is all genres, whether it's comedies, comics, whatever it is. But with Avengers coming out, we really wanted to celebrate that ensemble because like I said, there are a lot of great ensembles. So, Terrence, go first.
God, this list was so hard. It was so hard. It was so hard. And as I was researching, because I was like, okay, who are the cast members? It was like, it's got this person, this person, this person. I was like, oh wait, I forgot that movie. Oh wait, I forgot that movie. So I'm probably, after I get done with the list, I'm probably gonna be like, I should change probably 2 or 3 of them. But here we go. So number 5.
Number 5.
Avengers. Chris Evans, Robert Downey Jr., Chris Hemsworth. All relevant today.
Okay.
All relevant today. Big names today. Marvel stole money from them because they got them in these deals where they got paid peanuts to do all these films.
I think it did them some good though.
It did them some good.
You know, they got the exposure there.
Yeah.
Not Downey. Downey was already there, but
whatever. They got them for peanuts. But anyway, that film, to them together, had such great chemistry on film.
Yeah.
It was our first really super big comic book crossover film.
Yeah, exactly.
That had been anticipated. We waited for it. It had been hinted at it. And when we finally got it, they knocked it out of the park. They blew it out of the water. And it's basically one of the films that is going to live in infamy, or not infamy. It's going to live as a legend film. That's like, that's what every comic book film should be. Every ensemble film, I would say, should have that type of chemistry.
And what's funny about that is that you still pick Dark Knight over it.
Number 4! Number 4, I went with, and I actually added this one last minute, but I felt like I couldn't leave it off the list because it's such a good movie, man.
Okay.
Anchorman.
Okay, good one.
We got Carell, Rudd, Farrell.
Yeah, Farrell.
I think it was the Carell. There you go, Carell and Farrell, and Rudd, all still.
Christina Applegate.
Yeah, she had her Married with Children. I know, I'm messing with you. So, but those are my 3 big names that are still all relevant to this day. I mean, Christina Applegate's more relevant with, she's a smaller character.
But as an ensemble,
but yeah,
they
she
all
wasn't.
great.
Yeah, but she was in it too. I mean, we talked about other people that are in it too. But just to do, I want to say a period piece, but like a what would you call that for the?
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Okay.
It's kind of like a period piece as far as the 70s.
A period piece talking about like what it was to be a news anchor and all the kind of thing. In a way, as it was making jokes, it was really telling the truth. And just said, Will Ferrell movies hit or miss? Mm-hmm. This was a hit.
So Anchorman and Holmes and Watson.
Yeah, exactly. I would say Carell and Rudd both benefited more from this film.
Okay.
But it blossomed their careers. I mean, Carell was probably taken off after.
He was still in The Office. I think he was still, or he was.
But no, I'm thinking about Evan Almighty.
Okay.
Okay, so that was still, but Rudd, I mean, he was stuck as a side character for things. So it was like this brought him out where he could be a leading man in something when you get your role models and stuff like that. Because we just did
Ant-Man.
For our love of Rudd, we just did one of those about 2 months ago.
Still waiting for it to be released.
Still waiting for it to be released. All right, so that film was a great film, and they all played off each other well. The comedy and every aspect of that film. All right. Number 3.
Number 3.
All right, so this one I kind of tossed back and forth too. It started at one number, but then it moved, so it actually landed at number 3. I'm gonna go Saving Private Ryan. We got Hanks, Damon, and Vin Diesel.
Okay.
All
Tom Sizemore too.
Sizemore's in it too. Yeah, there you go.
Cast, yeah.
Had a really good cast. It did so much for war pictures. I mean, it gave veterans like you know flashbacks and seizures in it.
And you don't think Full Metal Jacket did that?
We're not talking about Full Metal Jacket. Are we talking about? We're not talking about Full Metal. We're talking about Saving Private Ryan. So, just the way that they all worked well on the screen, it made you think of a Full Metal Jacket. When you watched the film was realistic. The film was really great. It was well directed. It was well acted, and every one of the characters on screen. Sorry if you're not seeing this. Every one of the characters on screen did such a great job. Vin Diesel's, this was his coming out party. It was like, I didn't even know Vin Diesel was in this movie until Vin Diesel was a thing.
That's true. When he was before Pitch Black.
Pitch Black. Wait till that comes out. But this film was great, and it was my favorite war movie at the time that it came out for a long time. And it was all because of those particular actors on screen who did so well together.
Okay.
Right. Number 2!
Number 2.
All right, so this one, I didn't put at number 1 because it was, I put it at number 2 because Art, I know you're watching, or if you're not watching, this is for you, Art. Departed!
Damn, that's a good one!
Departed! We got Leo, Wahlberg, and Nicholson. Come on, man!
Martin Sheen, Alec Baldwin.
We're not talking about them.
Anthony Anderson.
We're not talking about them. But he is right. They are included in the cast, but I picked out the top 3 that I want out of them because I said our thing was 3, so I gave you 3. So they did such DiCaprio did such a great job in this. Wahlberg for his part, which wasn't a major part.
Nominated for Oscar.
Loved him in that part. And Nicholson on screen being the bad guy.
Whitey Bulger, inspired by Whitey Bulger.
Is that what it was? It was inspired by Whitey Bulger. Them on screen together was amazing. And a big thing for Leonardo DiCaprio. I mean, he was already a big name as is. But in his, what he does going forward, because he was always kind of like the young teen heartthrob. And in this one, he was an adult. And he had been an adult like on Catch Me If You Can and some other films, but he was still kind of like a young adult, young kid. This is him as an actual adult and doing a really strong dramatic film, and it was like, hey.
Okay, so what do you think about as far as his performance in The Departed versus his performance as Howard Hughes in The Aviator? Because they were both really freaking strong.
I don't think I've actually seen The Aviator.
The Aviator, he was really strong. I mean, like, his range was ridiculous in that movie.
Did it have 2 other cast members that we can call an ensemble film?
Well, it had...
No. No, it did not. So that's...
Kate Beckinsale was in that movie. I think Kate Blanchett was in that movie.
Wasn't on my list.
All right. Number 1!
All right, so number 1, I went... And this one, I flip-flopped between this and The Departed.
Oh boy, here
and
we
so
go.
this was originally started as number 2, but now it went to number 1. It's Reservoir Dogs.
Reservoir Dogs.
Yes.
Okay. Go. Harvey Keitel.
Yes.
Steve Buscemi.
Yes.
Tim Roth.
Yes.
Mike Madsen. And oh my gosh, Chris Penn.
Yes, Chris Penn.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
That,
and
are they not relevant? Yeah, Tarantino. Are they not relevant to this day?
Okay, sure. But
oh my God!
But out of all of the ensemble, I would have put The Departed before that cast.
No, I wanted to.
Hold on, wait a minute. You're telling me that you would pick a Tarantino ensemble versus a Martin Scorsese ensemble? Seriously?
I wanted to look. I'm gonna be completely 100% transparent. I wanted to go Heat, but I thought you would put Heat as number 1. I wanted to go Heat, but I thought you put Heat as number 1. And if I went Heat, y'all would say that my lists are always the same.
Just Art.
Art
would be the only one.
I wanted to go Heat, so I took Heat out just because I felt Heat was more De Niro and Pacino. Though Kilmer's a big part of it.
We'll get into that in a minute.
Kilmer's a big part of it. But I felt it was more Pacino and Kilmer.
I don't have a problem with your list as far as not having Heat as number 1 or anything like that. I'm just in shock that you would put Reservoir Dogs over The Departed. As far as what the ensemble
it originally started as Departed as number 1.
I would have been okay with that.
And
not that I'm okay. I like Reservoir Dogs.
And I would have fit Heat in the list, but it was gonna be the same list I always do. Okay. So I didn't. So and it was like my change up was Avengers.
Mine is like, are you done?
I mean, the movie was great, by the way, because I didn't talk anything about the movie. The movie was freaking amazing, as all the crap he just gave me about it being his number one. The movie's amazing.
It's heavily dialogue oriented, but it's nothing compared
and they
to
didn't
The
even
Departed.
have to show. They didn't even have to
Not
show
even
you.
compared to The Departed. It doesn't even. It's not even the same freaking.
Okay, so here's the deal.
I would say Pulp Fiction over that.
He showed you an amazing scene, the bank robbery scene, the most amazing scene that I've seen for a cops and robbers film.
Okay, fair enough.
Reservoir Dogs had that same excitement without even showing you the scene.
It shows you the aftermath.
Yes,
I
they
get
didn't even
that.
show you the scene, but you still felt like you watched it happen
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
because of their dialogue, their chemistry on film.
My guess is my pedal's on the gas. I'm on the red.
Go ahead.
Number 5. You're gonna give me so much shit for my list.
Is it
You're gonna
Heat?
give me shit for
Is
my
it Heat?
list. It's okay.
Number 5
is the Cannonball Run.
Oh hell, give me your list. You cannot give me anything about Heat if you put Cannonball Run on your list.
Cannonball Run. Burt Reynolds, Roger Moore, Dom DeLuise, Dean Martin, Sammy Davis Jr., Jackie Chan. I freaking love the Cannonball Run. But when you go into these movies,
Were they
in the
all on
70s,
screen together?
Yes, they were. When you go into these movies, into these type of ensembles where they put out the all-star cast, you think of movies like It's a Mad, Mad World or Rat Race or whatever. But Cannonball Run was, for its day, one of the first, besides a Mad, Mad World, was one of the first movies to actually have that much talent. And now, was the movie serious? By no means. No. Was it a great comedy? Yes, it was. It was hilarious. And Burt Reynolds was in his prime there. It was before Stroker Ace, so he was still great. I absolutely love the Cannonball Run. Soft spot in my heart. I saw it with my father, so I love that movie. Number 4 was X-Men: Days of Future Past. Now,
really?
I picked that movie because when you have a reboot trilogy or a prequel trilogy, and you actually factor in the original, obviously Star Wars, I get it, but I'm talking about as far as these same cast members. It's just you saw there was no movie where there were prequel characters and from the Star Wars, if you want to look at it that way, and the original trilogy together. Not one, maybe Episode 9 coming up, but never. Okay. This one did that.
Yes.
This one had, you had Hugh Jackman, you had Patrick Stewart, and Ian McKellen to go side by side with McAvoy and Fassbender and Jennifer Lawrence, who played Jennifer Lawrence.
I can't even. I want to argue, but I can't argue it.
But you understand what I'm saying? I mean, to see. After the cameo in First Class that Wolverine played, to actually see him interact with McAvoy and Fassbender, it was just freaking awesome to see at that time, and that was 2011, something like that.
Yeah.
But it was one of the first times that you got to see it. I thought that the timelines are always jacked up when it comes to the X-Men, which we don't have to worry about that anymore now that it's with Disney. But
all in the trash now.
It's freaking. It was an awesome thing to see. I loved it a lot. I put that at number 4. Number 3 was Heat. And you got that all-star cast. Now you go with the 3. Okay, fine. You got the big 3 of Pacino, De Niro, and Val Kilmer. Okay, great. But then you throw in Tom Sizemore. You throw in
Danny Trejo.
Danny Trejo, Ashley Judd. You throw in all of these different actors, and this is borderline an all-star cast. Directed by Michael Mann, like you said, one of the best bank robbery scenes of all time. Of all time, the town comes close, well, not even, can't really touch it. But anyway, regardless, this was just epic filmmaking by Michael Mann. Great dialogue, great action scenes by all involved. I just freaking love Heat. So that was my number 3.
Number 2.
That's for you, Art.
That's for you.
Number 2.
Departed.
No, and you know what? I was kicking myself in the ass when you were talking about it. Okay. But my number 2 was Boogie Nights.
Yeah, I know you made mention to Boogie Nights, and I understand because so we had Wahlberg, we have
okay, Wahlberg, Oscar nominee.
Yeah.
Burt Reynolds, Oscar nominee.
Yeah.
Julianne Moore, Oscar nominee.
That's what I was thinking of Julianne Moore.
Philip Seymour Hoffman, Oscar winner.
Yes.
John C. Reilly, Oscar nominee. You have so much freaking talent in there. So many either Oscar winners or Oscar nominees in that movie that, I mean, I don't know how Anderson directed all of these, but they did a freaking amazing job. They were gold together. You had Don Cheadle in it, Oscar nominee.
Yeah, Don Cheadle in it.
You know, you had all of these great actors in there, and their chemistry together was just freaking awesome. And nothing beats Heather Graham in roller skates.
I need to rewatch that movie.
Number 1 is Avengers Infinity War. Are you serious?
The first Avengers,
No,
man.
Avengers Infinity War, when you have that many movies together in one with all these established characters.
They got more screen time together in the first Avengers.
It doesn't matter. When you have that much talent all together with all of these interconnected stories, and you balance out 67 characters the way the Russos did, it's just phenomenal. And I'm talking about some damn good acting right there as far as credentials of Oscar nominees, Oscar winners. You had them all in Infinity War. You know, Cumberbatch, Oscar nominee. Downey Jr., Oscar nominee.
Yes, I will
Nick
not.
Fury.
I will not. I will not.
Nominee.
I will not.
Scarlett Johansson.
I
Oscar
will not
nominee.
take that away from you, but they basically, that chemistry was already showcased in the first Avengers.
No, it was not. You did not see Iron Man and freaking Guardians together. That never happened. Don't say that.
You got him a
You
brief
got
moment.
freaking. You got Benedict Cumberbatch
It's a
and
brief
Robert
moment.
Downey Jr.
This is like
also.
saying. This is like saying Ocean's 13 is better than Ocean's 11.
Okay, I'll never say that. So don't.
But this is what you're saying.
All I'm saying is that to have that much talent and to pretty much have, you know, everything all separated, but still have them all together.
Infinity War, great film.
I loved
but
it.
for
I'm sorry.
an ensemble film, it's like they didn't get enough screen time together.
Right now, would you want to watch Reservoir Dogs or Avengers Infinity War?
I don't see Reservoir Dogs.
Yeah. Honorable mentions.
Honorable mentions. It's like 1,000 honorable
I have a
mentions.
crap load of
Oh God, Crash has to be mentioned. Tropic
one.
Thunder has to be mentioned. The only thing about it is that because Jack Black, I don't think he's relevant today anymore.
What?
He's not.
Really?
Yeah, he's not.
Jumanji's one of the highest grossing movies in like.
Dude,
for-
he's
for a long
basically
time.
Eddie
He's doing-
Murphy.
he's doing
He's
Jumanji.
Eddie Murphy now.
He's doing Jumanji.
He's
too.
Eddie Murphy now.
Yeah, getting paid. Eddie. Eddie. I can't even say Eddie's, you know, going back to the well.
And Danny McBride, kind of relevant. East Down and East. Oh, what's the name?
Eastbound and Down.
Eastbound and Down. It's a long time ago that show was on.
He was on Covenant. How about this? he just wrote Halloween 2018.
He did. Was that your favorite Halloween?
Yes, it was. It's one of my favorites. Yes.
Other ones. This one's a reach, and it's only for me. Ghostbusters.
There's nothing wrong with that pick.
Murray Ackroyd and Ramis. Ernie
Hudson.
Reyes. Ernie
Reyes.
Wrong
The Last
movie.
Dragon?
Wrong movie. Ernie Hudson. That's what I meant to say.
Ernie Reyes and Ernie Hudson. Only you.
I said Ramis, and then Reyes came out at the same time. Usual Suspects, which almost made list too.
That is amazing. That's a great one. I like that one.
Usual Suspects. But if I didn't put Usual Suspects in it, it'd have been like Usual Suspects, Departed, Reservoir Dogs. It was like, dude, how fucking tired is this list?
Yeah, I mean, it's stuff that we had in the top fives.
Ocean's 11 is on my list, and then
Okay, but which one though?
11.
Yeah, which one? Sinatra or Clooney?
Oh, I don't need no Clooney. I've never seen this Sinatra one.
Oh, okay.
Okay, well there you go. And then Pitch Perfect for my kids because they love that movie.
Okay.
Baloney Pam or Baloney Barb, that's what it is.
I got Ocean's 11 also. I have Anchorman also. I got Pulp Fiction over Reservoir Dogs.
Pulp Fiction, they weren't ever on screen together. Except for like a couple were together, but never like everybody actually got to interact with each other.
I got The Departed also. Ghostbusters, okay. Tropic Thunder, absolutely. Now, I mentioned it earlier, and that's Mad Mad. It's a Mad Mad world. And that one has, like, you look at it from, now this is old school, so you're going to have to really, you know, dig deep and do some research on it. But you look at the talent on that thing, and that was like, you know, from Sid Caesar to Jonathan Winters. I mean, you had like so much comedic talent from back in the 60s and 70s that it was just, I mean, it's a freaking really, really great watch. So there's that one. Clue.
Clue. That's a good one.
I freaking love
Clue's
Clue,
a good one.
dude.
Clue's a good one.
Clue's awesome. Tim Curry, Madeline Kahn, Michael McKean, Christopher Lloyd.
Clue's a really good one.
It was a great
I
one.
didn't think about that one.
Bridesmaids.
Bridesmaids.
Now, I liked Spotlight. The chemistry between those guys, those actors. Now it was up for
an Academy Award.
It was up. It won the Best Picture, and they also got Best Ensemble SAG Award for that work that they did. That was great. Going back and forth on this one, I did not put it on there, but when I said it, I was like, damn, that is a damn good cast, and that's The Dark Knight. How do I not?
Gary Oldman, Christian Bale,
Michael Caine, Heath Ledger, Michael Jai White. How do you?
Oh, but that one has a small part.
It doesn't matter. He's still in it. How do you? Eric Roberts.
I mean, yeah.
How do you not? How do I not have that on there?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I suck. Okay, I got it.
You're right.
Okay, and my last one, and you don't have to give me shit because I don't think you will give me shit because I think it's a valid honorable
I'll give you
mention.
shit for Cannibal Run.
Nightmare on Elm Street 3: Dream Warriors.
No.
Heather Langenkamp.
Oh, she is not relevant.
Yes, she is.
She's not relevant.
Robert Englund.
Robert Englund is barely relevant.
Lawrence Fishburne. Patricia Arquette. And don't say yes because she just got an Oscar. So shut up.
Oh,
she
God.
just got an Oscar for Boyhood.
I'll give you Lawrence Fishburne and Patricia Arquette. I'll give you those two. That's it. I'll give you those two. Robert Englund's a stretch, and Heather Langenkamp. She has not been relevant since the 80s, dude. That doesn't count. That doesn't count. I'll take it as an honorable mention. That will never make the list. That does never make the list. Never make the list.
There's like so many that you could have said. Animal House.
Yes, definitely.
I'll throw Animal House out there for an ensemble. I mean, that was freaking amazing.
Yeah,
you know?
that was definitely. I feel like you might as well go Event Horizon.
Or even Jurassic Park. When you really think about it.
Yeah.
Samuel L. Jackson, Sam Neill, Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah.
Laura Dern.
That's kind of an ensemble film. But I think what we're saying with ensemble films is that they were major players to the movie, as opposed to just being people who just happened to be a film that ended up blowing up later on in their careers. So I think we did a good job as far as top 5 lists. Make sure you put your top 5 lists in the comments below. Make sure you like, subscribe, and click the notification bell so that way you are aware of all the other videos that we do on the channel. And if you want to contribute to the channel and help us get better, I guess that's what we're gonna do, because we can make better top 5 lists as well as cater to you guys as far as top 5 lists that you want to see. Make sure you contribute on patreon.com/thegoods so that way we can basically be your slaves and do whatever you want.
And I just want to say thank you to all of our Twitter followers that actually contributed to this top 5.
Yeah, because we didn't want to do it.
Because we were actually ready for music in
I was already thinking about how I was going to edit it, and I was like, all the copyright things I was going to break.
Last minute voters kind of swayed this way, so this is absolutely for you guys. And yeah, so hope you enjoyed it, and give us some more. We have a lot of there's a lot of things that we can still do. So leave your comments below on what we can do.
Suggest music scores to movies.
For Ashley and not where the hell they're at, I'm Manny.
Terrence.
And we'll see you next time. He called Eddie Murphy, not really crying, but he was like he was down because he got booed off stage.
Yeah.
And Eddie hung up on him.
It's like, so what?
It's like
a lot of comedians, man.
Richard Pryor got booed off stage. I mean, come on,
it's like toughen up, man.
That is your, you ain't graduated until you
get booed off stage.